Alright, today I'm going to be firing up a couple of my rocket stoves. This one over here on the right is a stainless steel rocket stove. I was in Walmart and I noticed, I was like, hey, wait, we got some like little sugar containers here. I think they're the medium-sized sugar containers. And I wanted to build a rocket stove out of some decent material, so I'll spend $16 on a couple containers to make it. It came out pretty good for the first go-around. I used I think it was a 16-ounce Hunt's tomato sauce can, and we've got some chimney mortar, which that's the one thing that I don't like about this one project. And I used some of the stainless steel for the little feed tube. This rocket stove is slightly different in the sense that I don't have the little shelf in the feed tube. I've actually got holes around the bottom, and it is filled with Miracle Grow perlite. So the air comes through the bottom and comes up through those little holes. So essentially there is no, it's just an air barrier in there. I've got some photos on how I built it, but I don't know if I'm going to put it on the video or not. So anyways, and then I found this little, it was a cage basically to hold utensils and stuff. I hacked off the bottom of it. I figured, hey, this would make it like a nice little grate type thing. If you have a small cup you want to boil some water in, or if you want to put something on top, you can. So it seems to work okay. Then I wanted to make one that was a little bit lighter because the stainless steel is a little bit on the heavy side. And what I have here is I've got a 3-inch stovepipe tee. And I got a paint can. This one's filled with the Miracle Grow perlite. Anyways, down the bottom I've got a little 1-inch piece of tin can for the, actually, hey Nemo, careful bud. That's what we're looking at right now. This is a little shelf. And I got the can at the bottom to hold any ash or whatever from hitting the bottom of the can. And I wanted to have a shelf that went all the way back, so that's why I have the holes in there. That way you don't have pieces of wood cantilevering over. Helps get a better burn. And my son, which is figuring out how to use this is a little cross section metal, sheet metal, kind of squashed together like that. And nice, Nemo. Say excuse me. There you go. Put this in here. Try and do this through the camera. It's a little bit odd. There we go. Anyways, so you have that, and I've got a decent sized pan that I've stuck on this, and as long as you get it balanced right, it's fine. I haven't boiled it because it's a fairly expensive pan. I didn't really want to have it over open flame, but anyways, that is this, and that is that, and I will get these things going and have another video in just a couple minutes here. Alright. This one's going really good. And get into it. It's been going for probably about 3 minutes now. I'm new at this rocket stove thing. This one, I'm also using very dry wood too. It's oak rips from flooring, so it should be burning pretty good. Some of my pine. This one does not run as well because I've got holes going around the hole. I've got, I think, 8 holes on the bottom. So it's kind of a 3-dimensional thing. Or not 3-dimensional thing, but a multi-directional base. So with these types of wood stoves, where it has that air inlet in there, you can face face it into the wind, which works well for getting the thing to go. Whereas this one, you don't face it into the wind because there is no face to it, except for where the wood goes in. So, and this one, I had, I don't know, probably about a cup's worth of water that I had in a tin can, and in about 5 minutes it had it boiling. That was with a good fire going in it. This one, it took a lot longer, and this one is definitely cooler looking because stainless steel and whatnot. Took a little bit more time and money to build, but having the air inlets around the base has not proved to be as successful as having it right under the wood feed. So anyways, I think with a handful of wood, if you didn't jam it in there like I just did, I think I had this one going for a good 20 minutes with a handful of primarily softwood. I think I had two little chunks of, maybe 3 little chunks of oak. So these are my 2 rocket stoves, and that one's cool. That one works a lot better, and I like the idea. A lot of people make them out of coffee cans and stuff. I wanted something that was a little bit, had a fastened top, so I figured a paint can would work pretty well. The steel tee that I have in the paint can for the actual stove itself was, I think, $8, and that was coming from it's like 24 gauge steel, so it should last a lot longer than a tin can. But it cost me like $8 plus $2.50 or so, $3 for the paint can. So yeah, you got like $12. When it's all said and done, wrapped up in something like that, maybe $13 when you've got the steel on top and the vermiculite or whatever. So this one I've got probably about $20 into, and a lot more time. So these are my 2 stoves. Hope you like it. I appreciate all the other videos that have been on YouTube regarding the rocket stove. So, alright, take care. Alright, I have just come in after putting the fire out. Because I'm new to this, the fastest way that I found to start these rocket stoves is to actually build kind of your campfire with a teepee type stack, just with a small bundle of sticks, get them lit on fire, and then stick them down in the chimney, and then start shoving your sticks into it. I found a piece of birch bark that also might work as a great fire starter. Again, I'm kind of new to this. I've done a lot of research on YouTube and the internet for rocket stoves. YouTube is great for finding stuff on rocket stoves, and these 2 stoves that I just showed you are just kind of my own creation, compilation of things that I've seen from other people and my own ideas. So, anyways, I think that's about it. Seemed like there was something else I wanted to talk about too, as far as not starting it, but I know what it was. It was when you're shoving the wood into the feed sleeve there, you don't want to push it too terribly far because the air wants to get around the wood for it to burn. And I notice a lot of times when I think, oh great, my fire's started, and I start shoving the wood in to get it hotter, but it doesn't. It actually just kind of suffocates and puts it out. So I don't know if that's because I've got that sleeve that actually has a hole, kind of the pores for the vents, because normally I'll show it again. Not too terribly hot here. This thing, I'm kind of doing this backwards. Anyways, this thing right here. Because my wood normally fits right where those holes are. So I don't know if it's because I have that. And most rocket stoves that I've seen only have just a short bench for the cutoff, usually right around here. And so you have a lot more airflow. I don't know. But anyways, this kind of helps keep the stove from gagging out, I think. So that's it. A couple little tips. Hope you enjoy the video. Take care. Good luck with the wood stove if you try to make one yourself.